Hey, welcome back to the crypt. We've got another new Blu-ray pickups video for you today. Uh, Not new releases per se, but just new stuff that this was a weird trip. So it was kind of productive, like a used buying trip would be. Uh, we've got our veil here trying to keep the suspense, but. Even though a lot of the stuff was like new and sealed, a lot of them were kind of weird oddities. Some of them I didn't actually expect to see like at a store. So we're gonna start off with. So I went to Best Buy and then like a bunch of other places. So the first thing we're starting off with is the Salem's Lot Steelbook that Best Buy put out a little while ago. And while it's a mainstream title, the reason I picked this up was because it was pretty cheap. It was like 11. But also, this particular steelbook had been sold out for a while, and when I checked it online, apparently people were paying quite a bit for the steelbook. So it was very strange to just see it at a Best Buy. The last time I looked, it had been sold out online, but suddenly you could order it from them again. So I think what happened is the ones that were still in stores got like brought back to the warehouse or whatever, and then they got listed because people were buying this for like $45 online. So I was like, I already have. It's the exact same disc as the previous version they released, though, just like the bare bones. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it. So if you got this Salem's Lot from like Walmart for like $8, it's the exact same disc. The only difference is, this comes with a digital code, which I took out because I put those somewhere. And then the steelbook, which it's a handsome steelbook, don't get me wrong, but same disc. So you are missing out on the really nice packaging with this, but that's pretty much it. But apparently that's worth quite a bit to some people, so we were like, yeah, sure, well, we'll do that. So, and I didn't mind seeing the movie again, because it's a pretty great movie. So it comes with Tobe Hooper commentary, which it's kind of one of the drier commentaries from what I remember, because it is like a 3-hour movie. Like, I didn't have the time to sit down and watch it and the commentary, like, again, recently. I mean, I'll probably rewatch the commentary pretty soon. I just didn't have time this time. Well, if you're going mad from cabin fever, like I am, so I guess we'll have plenty of time, so. I guess not being all doom and gloom about that. Then moving on to more of our Best Buy pickups. So, it may not necessarily be rare, but we have the DC Swamp Thing series with Derek Mears, which I've been pretty hyped to see. And I didn't even know they had put it on Blu-ray, because it came out a while ago, and I've seen the DVD at stores for weeks and weeks and weeks, and this is literally the only Blu-ray set I've seen for this show. So I kind of jumped on it. It was only $20. It was pretty cost efficient. And the series is supposed to be amazing. And then next, we have the steelbook for Heathers, which I had never seen before, but like a friend really strongly recommended it to me. And, well, the idea was, like, we'd been doing like hangouts, and it was like, oh yeah, let's watch Heathers on one of these. So I picked it up, and then everybody has to be in quarantine. So I'll probably tell her and her partner about it. So, and I can at least talk to them about it. So, because they've seen it. We just won't be able to, like, hang out and drink and watch it. So, but a lot of people love this movie, so it's kind of on my cult classics I haven't seen yet list. So, happy to get that out of the way. And then, this was just kind of at one of my usual haunts, and I thought this was long sold out. So Maniac Cop 3 from Blue Underground with the slipcover like brand new. I've only ever seen this at a store, like used and in really bad shape and priced very high. And so seeing it new for 20 was almost suspicious. Uh, but, you know, it finishes my trilogy though, so. Because I have the Arrow Maniac Cop, I have the Blue Underground Maniac Cop 2, and I had been kind of holding out to find Maniac Cop 3 for a while, and we did it. Mission accomplished, boys. And then in that same trip, as we discard the pretense, and in that same trip, we got Shot Factory's Big Trouble in Little China, which, you know, it's sort of funny, like, I started this off with, you know, oh, not like mainstream hits, and these are, like, all mainstream, like, beloved things. Well, okay, maybe not Maniac Cop, but, so anyway, so this was a John Carpenter movie that, when I first saw it, I didn't really know how to process it. But my friend from Twitter, Justin Beam, is involved in making the special features on a lot of Shout titles, and he was really proud of his work on this, and I like supporting that guy, and really trust his judgment, so I picked it up, and we're going to, you know, give this movie another shot. And we are going to learn so much stuff about it, because, oof, it is packed. So it's one of the 2-disc titles, so, you know, it's probably like 2 days worth of stuff on this. So it's gonna be fun. And then at the same place, we picked up Blu-ray for Gags the Clown, which when I went to, why is the tag still on this? Well, when I went to Flashback Weekend this summer, the guys from Bloody Disgusting at their booth, like, they were handing out posters for Gags the Clown, and I was kind of like, what the heck is Gags the Clown? And then I finally saw it, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess we'll get to find out. So, they said it was pretty awesome, like, they were big fans of it. So, I don't know if, I guess Bloody Disgusting helped produce this, so, makes sense, but, you know, hey, I mean, I like those guys, and I'm sure it's great. So, plus, I just need more murderous clowns, you know, I'm gonna tide me over till Terrifier 2 comes out. And then, kind of the last thing in this batch was, RoboCop 3, which, like Maniac Cop 3, this actually completes my, we got a good cop and a bad cop. So, this completes kind of my set of RoboCop, so I picked up the first RoboCop at Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree sometimes gets movies, and I did indeed buy it for $1. And then I stumbled across RoboCop 2 like a few weeks afterward, and I could never get my hands on RoboCop 3. Like, I wanted to make sure it had the slip so that they would, like, match on the shelf, because that drives me utterly insane if I can't do that. And it just happened to be at the shop that I don't usually go to because it's pretty far out of the way, but they often have, like, really good stuff. The only problem is that, like, they like to shrink wrap their own, like, used stuff to make it look new, and then sometimes they, like, punch a hole in the UPC, which I think they actually did get this used, and they resealed it, but at least they didn't punch out the UPC, so I'll finally get to finish off my RoboCop trilogy. I probably should have picked up the Arrow box set for RoboCop, because that's an amazing box set, but there's kind of so much stuff on just, like, the cheap RoboCop Blu-ray that I don't feel like I need to hurry, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, pretty good variety in that whole round of trips. So I think I'm most excited for this, because I've heard so much good stuff about this. Well, this sounded pretty interesting too, so. But anyway, I think we've probably gone on long enough. We'll be back pretty soon, trying to keep you company while you're stuck in isolation. yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Especially about our attempts to do this shorter format, which I really would like to make work. But you've probably tuned out by now, so I don't blame you, man. It's okay. Hope you had fun.